Hi, I'm Toni and this is my co-host,
Shirley Tyler, and welcome to the Toni Talk Show.
First of all, I'd like to just say thank you for tuning in and being a part of this amazing day for us, because may I say that our days are always amazing, and our goal is to help assist you all in having amazing days every day.
That's right.
Our topic today is overcoming life's challenges. And I call them challenges because it's just a challenge. It's just something that comes in your life to challenge you to become better. And I wanted to share with you one of my favorite quotes by James Allen, an author, James Allen. And it is, "Circumstances do not make the man, it reveals him."
Wow.
Which means simply, you are not what happens to you. It's how you deal with it and the strength that you pull from your higher power to deal with whatever it is that you're going through.
That is so true. Dealing with life challenges can be a tragic at times, and it's also life experiences. But when you deal with that higher power, Toni, you know, who you believe in, your creator, your source, you can find strength in that.
Exactly, and one of the key things that I know that I do, first of all, when I'm faced with a challenge, I seek my higher power. I pray to God to assist me and guide me as to what I should do to handle that particular problem. And because sometimes your life challenge may be someone you love. True. Someone that was maybe hurt by the hand of someone else, or perhaps someone may have hurt you, or something may have happened in your life that you really did not have anything to do with. But there are some people say, "Oh well, we bring what things into our lives or whatever." But there are some things that happen in life that we don't have anything to do with, and that's where we have to seek our higher power, something much bigger than us. Because sometimes certain challenges are much bigger than we are, and we have to seek guidance from God to lead us to where we need to go and give us an idea of what it is that we can do to help change the situation for the better.
So true. So true. With you saying that, I think about when I was a little girl, when I was younger, some of the things and some of the obstacles that I was confronted with, some of the things that I dealt with that was out of my control. I found myself being kind of drawn in, didn't know what to do, and really didn't know who to talk to. But when you spoke about that higher power, knowing who God is, for me, that's what helped guide me through my life every day. And finding those happy things, finding something that would make me happy, that would give me the strength to continue to move on and persevere. So it's just really, really finding something positive. And like you said earlier, Toni, is God, the creator, which is the number one source. And then, just finding that positive thing and that thing that can make you happy and, keep your mind together,
And I feel like, and know for myself personally, how you respond to life's challenges. By responding, first of all, seeking your higher power. That's number one, putting God first. We all know that. But how, after that, God giving you this knowledge of how to respond to it now. You don't want to respond to your life challenges like you're a victim and falling into a shell and just, giving up because you just feel like you've been beat down by life. You respond to it in a way in which it is going to serve you in a positive way. Sometime I know throughout my life, I've had challenges come my way, and by seeking my higher power and God giving me the strength and the confidence in myself, knowing that God made me with everything that I need in order to deal with whatever comes my way, I realized that I am not the victim. These things can be turned around, and if nothing else, you will learn from these challenges. It will help you to grow. Nobody, a very good friend of mine, Dr. Mary Bacon, she said, you know what, Toni, the thing is, from a good time, all we can take from that is that I had a good time. But from real life challenges, you can say, hey, I learned something from that. Because if you continue to breathe and live, you're going to learn. And in life, everything is either a blessing or a lesson. And either one of those are amazing. So how you respond to things, knowing that God has given you the strength to do it, and trusting yourself and believe in yourself that He has made you with everything you need, you respond to it in a way in which is going to serve you well and serve the ones around you in a positive way.
That is very, very true, Toni. You really, really have to dig deep within yourself and know that you have a purpose. And nothing that you go through, you can't get through it. You can get through it. There's always someone positive that you can connect yourself to, aspirations, something that you may be gifted in that the Creator has put inside you. Start, going towards that, because that's where I find my joy at and my strength at, in my singing, my writing, some other things that I love to do that help me through my life challenges and whatever thing that I went through. So you just have to really, really believe in yourself and know that the Creator, He has you, in His hands day by day.
Also, just I wanted to make a point earlier, but the thing is, sometimes you will actually look at a situation, when you look back on some of the challenges that you've had, you almost feel like, wow, God, if I didn't have that challenge in my life, I would not be where I am today. Mm-hmm. And I know we all can attest to that there have been sometimes things in your life that you thought you didn't know what to do, where to go, where to turn, but then as time went on, you saw it work itself out because God assisted you in working it out. And you were willing to take your part in it, because sometimes we have a hand in it as well.
That's true.
And so, we look back and say, hey, I'm glad that happened, because look what I learned. Look how far I've come now. Mm-hmm. And one of the other things is just figuring out solutions.
Yes.
Sit down and analyze your situation and say, okay, I can't do anything about this. Okay, that's not mine, that's God's. Okay, but this thing, I could probably change that a little bit, so that's mine. Okay, so then you may have another, I could have changed that too. That would have changed my situation for the better. That will prevent me from going through this again. Okay, so I'll take that for myself. Okay, this part, I don't think I had any to do with that. I'm going to let God have that. So just kind of analyzing the situation and coming up with solutions for yourself. They always say, you take one step, God will take two. So just be responsible for yourself and create solutions so that these things don't keep repeating themselves. You won't have to keep repeating the same lesson over and over again.
That is so true. It takes me back to what we discussed some time ago, also being responsible, you know what I mean? Because there are some times that when we go through things, it's not because someone calls a negative effect upon you. Sometimes we could be the negative effect to ourselves, you know what I mean? And you said the solution, when you come to the mindset, you know what I mean? But this was the wrong thing that I did. This was the wrong move that I made. I see the result of that. Now, what have I learned from this? So that's a positive thing. When you look at whatever the situation may be, if you have caused that thing towards yourself to be a negative outcome, you look at it and you say, I got to do better, and I need to take a different route. I need to, have a plan set that, I can move smoothly and better in my life. So yeah.
Yeah. Another thing, taking control. Just taking control over your life in every area that you can. Like I said, those things you can't control, you give it to God. But those things that you can control, you have to make a decision that my life is my life. I'm not going to fall over and die because this happened to me.
Right.
Most often things that happen to us, we can work it out. If it's not for us to perish, we won't perish. We're going to get stronger and wiser and smarter from this situation that we've been in. And take control over your life after that so that you don't repeat the same mistakes over and over again. And another thing, just having power, the power over self. The power over self, they say there's no greater gift than power over self. If you can stop yourself from doing things that you should not be doing, if you may have some habits or something that you want to get over, the greatest gift that God could ever give us is power over self. And so with that, you want to practice that. You want to practice it so that you don't continue to repeat these things over and over again, because life lessons, you're going to keep repeating them until you pass the test.
Exactly.
So then you will have a testimony. But while you're in it and constantly repeating this over and over again, you won't ever have your testimony because you're still in the test, because you keep flunking it. So power over self is very, very important, and you have to practice that every day by pulling back things that don't serve you or your surroundings in a good way. Just pull back from them and discipline yourself to the point where you don't have to have these things. You don't have to do certain things that you know are going to create a problem for you.
So true. Again, self-power is a very great thing that we have. Everyone have that within them. And like Toni said, you have to make the decision that which route you're going to go, what route are you going to take to get you to where you need to be in this life, and also to make you stronger. You know what I mean? Make you a strong person, where you can possibly help someone else. How can I put this? You can help someone along the way. If you haven't never been through something, how can you help someone else? Sometimes we have to go through certain things to help someone else, to be a blessing, to be a positive, a positive image to someone else, because that strengthens, it can strengthen someone else of what you're going through in life.
Well, it's funny, Shirley. I listen to that and I think about, people will say, well, if you haven't gone through it, then you can't tell me, right? I agree with that, but some of it I disagree with, because I remember I had an opportunity to help assist some individuals in Alcoholics Anonymous. So they were like, well, how can you help us? And you've never been an alcoholic. How can you help us? I'm like, well, we're not trying to be an alcoholic. We're trying not to be. So I'm the one to lead. So I'm like, what we trying to do? Do what you do and do what I do. So I know how to do what I do, and that's not drink alcohol. So, but I just thought that was funny, because sometimes you can assist people if you have had the self-power and self-control not to indulge in certain behavior. You can tell them how you was able to avoid these certain things. But on the other hand, if a person has that experience firsthand, they also can share their knowledge and help assist people in perhaps in areas that this person may be struggling in, and they may have shared the same issue, and they can help them and tell them how they work through that problem. So I think in both ways, you don't have to, you don't have to touch the fire to know that it's hot.
It's true.
Okay, so I think we all can learn from each other in some way, because we all have strong points and we all have weak points, and we just share the knowledge that we have to help assist each other in whatever way we can. Like Shirley was saying, really I do feel and know in my heart that we're all put here on this earth to assist each other in being better, in living a life of happiness and bliss and joy. And there's a way of doing it. I am a wonderful example of how to place things in my life to not allow it to take me down. And like I said earlier, circumstances don't make the man, it reveals them. So when you go through something, it reveals who you truly are and how you deal with that particular challenge in your life.
Yeah, so I think you pretty much done summed it all up.
I love what you said there. You pretty much done summed it all up.
Yeah, so it's really not much more to say, just overcoming challenges in life. You just got to make right decisions, and you got to be strong. And the number one thing, as Toni mentioned earlier, you got to find out where your faith is at and go from there,
Yeah.
So that's it. So we hope that this has inspired someone and also helped someone with this message today, with this topic today, because that is what we are here to do. We're here to inspire you. We're here to encourage you. We're here to, share love, joy, bring some peace, bring some harmony to your homes or wherever you may be. That is what we're here for.
And thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm just going to do a little recap. Make sure you seek your higher power regardless of what you're going through. Check yourself on how you respond to it. Don't freak out. Know that you trusted in God. Know that you already gave it to God. So He's going to reveal to you how to handle it. So don't respond like a wild person, okay?
That's so true.
Create your solutions from that point. Decide what you're going to do in order to prevent this from happening again or get you through it. Also, control. Self-control. Don't lose it. Under no circumstances. Just stay in control.
Yes.
And keep that power over self. Remember, that's the greatest gift God has ever given us, is power over self. And one of the other ones is self-will.
Yeah.
So God has given us the will to do certain things, and whether they're bad or good, we have the will to do them. So let's have the will to do the right thing as much as possible to ourselves and those around us. So thank you so much again for watching. We send our love to you all, and know that love makes the world go around, and we're sending you ours. Thank you.
Thank you.